الحمد لله رب العالمين العاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين اللهم صل على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن تمسك بسنته إلى يوم الدين ثم أما بعد. This is a reminder or an advice to the student of knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says in His noble book, وَيُطْعِمُونَ الطَّعَامَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ مِسْكِينًا وَيَتِيمًا وَأَسِيرًا إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ لَا نُرِيدُ مِنْكُمْ جَزَاءً وَلَا شُكُورًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He says what translated means, and they feed the people food. They give charity, they feed the people, even upon their love for what they are given, even due to the fact, or even with the fact that they themselves love this thing that they are giving away. Nonetheless, they feed the poor, they feed the orphan, and they feed those who are captives. And then this is the point that I really want us to look at and to think about and to keep in mind, inshallah ta'ala. Allah ta'ala, He says, إِنَّمَا نُطْعِمُكُمْ لِوَجْهِ اللَّهِ, that verily we are only feeding you for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are only feeding you for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لَا نُرِيدُ مِنْكُمْ جَزَاءً وَلَا شُكُورًا. We don't want from you any type of gift. We don't want any type of gift, any payment, nor are we looking for even a thanks. We don't want from you any type of payment, nor a thanks. Now, I don't want anyone to confuse this with compensating someone for their time or paying them a salary so that their time is freed up so that they are available to take care of these services that are very time consuming. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying that a person shouldn't receive a salary for being an imam or something like that. This is not the topic of the conversation. This is not what I'm hinting at even. But rather it is advice to the student themselves, to the callers themselves, right? Because the reality of it is, and this is just speaking straightforward and direct, is that many individuals, they are very ungrateful. You'll find individuals who, when you extend yourself, even those who are not paid any salary or given any type of compensation, when you extend yourself and you try to help, remember to purify your intention. Remember to purify your intention that you are doing these things for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're not doing these things for any type of recognition. You're not doing these things for any type of payment. You're not doing these things seeking anything from the dunya, but you're doing these things sincerely for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to remember that and keep striving to clean and purify our intentions. This is very important. Not riya'an, not sum'atan, not to show off, not so that it may be spoken about you that you have done such and such, and it may be said about you X, Y, and Z. No, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And don't let the ungratefulness of the people, don't let the lack of consideration or appreciation from the people deter you from striving to spread the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the reality of it is, as has been seen and witnessed, you will have individuals who they would strive hard, go above and beyond to try to help communities, will sacrifice from their own time and sometimes their own resources, for their own resources to help communities. just in return to not even get a thanks, not even get a thanks, right? And at times, this can be disheartening for the individual who has the wrong intention. For the person that has the wrong intention, then they may feel slighted by this to the extent that they decide, well, I'm not going to do anything else for you. Then, if this is the case, this is your response to it. Then I'm not going to do anything else for you. Then, and I just caution myself first and foremost, and then the students of knowledge, don't take this as your attitude. Remember this verse. Remember this verse. And I'm not saying let people exploit you and take advantage of you. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying remember this verse. If you're doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a capacity that is not taking anything necessarily away from you, it's not hurting you, you're not putting your family in jeopardy for these things. I wouldn't advise anyone to put their families in jeopardy. No. But something that you're doing in your spare time, right? Put yourself in a situation where you can strive as much as you can strive in your spare time, and you don't need anything from these masajid. You don't need anything from these organizations. You don't need nothing from them. So that if you came to them and you did whatever you did, if they showed you no appreciation, if they didn't even say thank you, if they didn't compensate you for your time, so what? It's not going to ill affect you. And this advice is vital to the student of knowledge. Those students who are looking to come back, pay very close attention. It is necessary that you put yourself in a situation where you're free from needing anything from the people, that you yourself put yourself in a situation that you are financially independent, so that you will not have to feel any type of pressure. You will not have to feel any type of need to chase after anything that is in the hands of the people. So that when you come and you put forth your effort for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it makes it easier, not easy, but easier upon yourself to purify your intention and to have ikhlas. Help yourself by being in a situation where you don't need anything from the people. So that this way, when they turn around and they're not thankful, they're not grateful, they're not appreciative, so what? Because we don't want anything as a compensation from you, we're not even looking for you to say thanks, because we did what we did for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So strive to put yourself in a situation where this could be your attitude, that I don't need nothing from you anyway. I came here on my own dime. I put forth the effort for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm in a situation where my bills are taken care of. I earn enough to take care of my bills and to take care of my family. I don't need nothing from you. I don't need nothing from you. I've come here just to give. Whoever appreciative is appreciative. Whoever isn't. But I didn't do it for none of that. I did it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Strive to always put yourself inside of these situations. Don't put yourself at the mercy of the people. Don't put yourself at the mercy of the administrations of these masajid, because it will end up being to your own ruin. It will end up being to your own ruin, your own instability. It will be a detriment to your family. And more importantly, it can be that which will be detrimental to your ikhlas. You didn't study all this time and then strive to help people only to destroy yourself because you're seeking after the dunya for something that you have done religiously. Set yourself up for success. Do not set yourself up for loss. Remember this verse and strive hard to do what you do. And as Sheikh Ajari, hafidhullah ta'ala, he always reminds, for those students who work and those students who may have full-time jobs and things of this nature, da'wah is in your spare time. You have to give da'wah, no doubt about it. You have to share what Allah ta'ala has blessed you with, but it's in your spare time. Naam, so when you have your spare time, then you call to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from a standpoint that is most suitable for having sincerity. Naam, this is just some advice, student to student advice. Inshallah ta'ala, those who may benefit from it may benefit from it. Whatever is correct, it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever mistakes or shortcomings that's contained inside of this advice, then it is from myself or the shaitan. And I ask Allah ta'ala to forgive me. Ila liqa. Until the next time, my beloved brothers and sisters, استودعكم الله والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.